This is Geographic Scholar. Last night, February 14th, 2014, at 11:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US, there was an earthquake that occurred near the town of Edgefield, South Carolina. And we're going to go zoom closer in to show you. That is the epicenter of the quake. It was 4.1 on the Richter scale. It is described as being a moderate earthquake. And this earthquake was felt all the way to Georgia. There might be some people who ask, why in South Carolina? Aren't earthquakes more common in California? Yes, earthquakes are very common in California. In fact, if you look at this map, you get a lot of fault lines here. You get the San Andreas Fault running up and down the state. And you've got all of this. So yes, earthquakes do occur in California and other parts of the West. It happens. But they can occur in other places where we might not expect to see an earthquake, like right here. This is the New Madrid seismic zone. This is where you had the New Madrid earthquake occur, here in Missouri. And in South Carolina, there has been a particularly destructive earthquake here in Charleston. This is actually a quaternary fault here. You've got this zone here in 1886, an earthquake of a magnitude of 7.3 on the Richter scale occurred here. You had over 100 people dead from the earthquake, and there was a lot of damage. So earthquakes have been known to occur in the state of South Carolina, in addition to other places across the United States. Now this photograph, that is a house after the 1886 earthquake in Charleston, South Carolina. This map, it shows you all the hazardous areas where you have high risk for earthquake. If you look at the red zones, that's where the risks of earthquakes are at their highest. On the west coast, from the state of Washington down to California, and in Hawaii and in Alaska, you've got a very high risk. You've also got a high risk in southeast Missouri, northeast Arkansas, and western Tennessee, Kentucky, the area around the central Mississippi River area. The other red zone, which I showed on another map, around the Charleston area, coastal South Carolina. And even though earthquakes in the US tend to be the most common on the west coast of the United States, they can occur in other places too. So that's what I have to say about that. That's my video about the earthquake. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.